Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to review some double eagle guns, because a few people have asked me where I get my guns from and who makes them. Let's just get started. I've only got 4 weapons by double eagle, but I thought if obviously people were asking me where I get them from and who they're made by, I thought if I just reviewed them, you know, you'd get an idea. So like I say, they're all by double eagle, the ones that I've got down here at the minute. You got the MP9 or TMP, whatever you want to call it. I originally thought it was an MP9, but I've looked online and apparently it's a TMP. Obviously it's got markings and all sorts. 9mm by 28, nope, 26. So obviously it's the caliber and the amount of rounds it holds in the magazine. And yeah, it's just it is a Springer. I mean, some of the weapons are out of shape. Well, not the ones that I'm going to show you today, apart from this one, because we've had this one for ages. So I'm just going to let that go back like that without firing it. I will point out that there's no BBs present at all today. Even the magazine is not in at the minute. Yeah, that's a nice sturdy gun. I've noticed that all double eagle products, all the guns are quite durable. It's not flimsy at all. There's no play in it at all. So yeah, I mean, this rail didn't come with it and anything. There is a rail actually underneath it. I just put that one on because it's a little bit taller. Makes any optic on there a little bit easier to use. So that's that. Move on to the Car 15. And again, there's no play in it. It is a really sturdy weapon. Yeah, they're really are durable products. Obviously, the fact that it's two-tone is because I don't have a Yukara and I live in England, so I can't have all black guns. Well, I could, but I can't buy them myself. So I do sort of try and paint them up or make them a little bit more realistic. I mean, this one I've drawn on a few bits to make it, you know. But yeah, all their products seem really durable. They're all quite reliable. I don't have any problems with them as such. This one's my electric M4 by double eagle. Like I say, they're all by double eagle, so I don't have to keep saying that anyway. The durability on these things, I mean, I've dropped this one quite a few times, and the only thing that's broke is the bottom of the rail there, because it snapped like a screw. Well, in fact, that screw there snapped, and that one just came out completely. And obviously the rail then ended up snapping. But like I said, I've dropped it quite a few times, and the only thing that's broken so far is that. Yeah. Like I say, reliability, I've not had any problems, any major problems with any of them. I mean, this one I've had a couple of failures to feed, but I think that's because you just got to get the battery warmed up a little bit. Because it's at the start of, it's only happened like 2 or 3 times, but at the start of a magazine, when you first pick it up and start using it, it won't feed straight away. You have to sort of fire it a few times and then it gets going. So I don't know, like I say, I don't know whether that's because you've got to get the battery warmed up a bit or whether that is actually the gun. But once it's going, it's reliable. I've not had any big problems with any of them. obviously I keep them clean, I keep check on them, and yeah, they are really solid builds. No play in anything. I mean, the rail covers rattle a little bit. There's a little bit of play in them, but that's not, you know, it's nothing major. It's not part of the gun. It's not like it's the stock or anything. Obviously I've used it quite a few times, and even the safety switch still clicks into position. It hasn't worn and like slip out of position or anything. I mean, I've used auto a heck of a lot less than I've used semi, so that one really does click in. But even so, it still clicks into safe. Whereas I've had other guns, I've got one actually upstairs at the minute, and you just have to shake the weapon like that and it will click straight onto onto semi, sorry, from safe, because it's just, you know, just grinded away basically, so it doesn't click into place. You can't really trust it if you cock it. The one upstairs, sorry, you can't cock it and trust it. You've got to, you know, keep your finger off the trigger and really make sure you're aiming it in a safe direction. Whereas that, not that I'd aim at anyone obviously, but I can sort of trust it if I put the BB pellets in the battery, you know, not to go off, because that safety won't slip off. This one's not actually mine, it's my stepbrother's. It was recently uploaded to the channel. He asked me to, and although it's not mine, it is double eagle, so I thought I'd include it. Again, it's a nice durable product, no play in anything. Even the fact that this handguard, how did I put that around there? Take that off for a second. Even the fact that the handguard comes off, there is no play at all when that is back on. Nothing. No noise at all, because it doesn't move. Like I say, it's nice and durable. Safety is, it doesn't actually click, but it's not, it doesn't move easily or anything. You do have to give it a push. It's just they're all, you know, really nice pieces. And this one's actually been dropped a couple of times, hasn't it? The bipod, when you first got it, was stiff. It didn't move like that. I mean, you could tighten that thing up there with an Allen key and tighten it back into place, because it's just loosened over use. Other than that, it's not a feature that's broken or anything though. It's just, you know, it's been used quite a lot. That tends to wobble now when you've got it deployed. But yeah, it's they're all really nice pieces. I've sort of said that they're all positive. Well, I've sort of said all positive things about them. They're all quite durable. They're a good build. You know, they yeah, they're all durable. They're all good built. Can't really pick any faults with the weapons themselves. However, there is a problem with the magazine for this one. It's not a big problem. It's not like, you know, I need to send it back, or we need to send it back, and because it's not feeding or anything. But that is quite a cheaply made magazine, in my opinion. They could have made more effort with it. I mean, the seam sticks out here. It's not level. You know, no big problems. I'm just picking a fault because with every positive comes a negative. but also it's the truth. I have brought my SIG magazine down as well. This is the G36 magazine. I've brought my SIG magazine down just to comparison. It's thicker plastic. I mean, this plastic sort of bends and you can hear it creaking when I squeeze it. This magazine, there's nothing. It's a lot thicker plastic, like an ABS plastic. The seams are nice and clean. In fact, you can hardly see them. Whereas that seam right there is a big, where it's been like glued together. Hope you guys can see that. And on this one, it's a nice clean seam. So this is a SIG magazine, and this is G36 magazine. You can obviously see that difference. I mean, just to show you, so obviously, like I said, this is the SIG magazine. It's not from a double eagle weapon, it's from a Swiss Arms SIG 552. That's a double eagle magazine, and this M4 magazine is the M4 magazine from that is obviously double eagle magazine, and it's quite nicely made. There's no, like, it doesn't bend or anything. It's really well built. You can hardly see the seams on that one as well. But then it's just this G36 magazine is really cheaply made, and I don't know whether Double Eagle, it's going to sound stupid this comment, but I don't know whether Double Eagle make their magazines themselves or whether it's another company that makes the magazines for the weapons. I'm guessing that obviously Double Eagle will make the gun and make the magazine for it. But that is a really cheaply made magazine, in my opinion, for the G36. The magazine for the MP9 or TMP is quite a durable magazine. There's no bend or anything. Obviously it's quite small, so it's not going to squeeze, like, it's not, you know. That magazine to me is made of cheap plastic, whereas all these ones are made of good quality thick plastic. I'll compare these two. A nice quality magazine and sort of a cheap plastic magazine. I mean, like I say, it's not, you know, a big problem, but they could have made more effort, is what I'm saying. All in all, I quite like all the weapons. They're all good quality. And the good thing is, they're good quality, but they're also quite cheap. I mean, I just use these ones for plinking in the back garden. These springers. I mean, you've seen me, if you watch the channel, you've seen me do stuff on the channel with them. The electric one, I'd skirmish. These plastic ones are just, you know, this is alright for a backup. If you're using something like this, you need a backup quickly because you're out of pellets, because that doesn't hold a lot. This one holds, I think, 20 something pellets, and that one holds 12 pellets, so, you know, big difference. But these ones are alright for like plinking in the garden, having a little backyard skirmish. This one, like I said, skirmish, it's still alright for plinking in the back garden as well. You know, have a little backyard skirmish as well. But yeah, I think Double Eagle do a brilliant job on keeping them cheap, but keeping them good quality. I mean, I don't have any really cheap ones. Oh, my M14. If you check out my videos on my channel, you'll see my airsoft collection. My M14 and my MP40, I mean, they were cheap. They were like 15 and 20 pounds. And they're a cheap plastic. they aren't from like a big company or anything. I mean, Double Eagle is known by a lot of people. I've seen reviews on YouTube, and a lot of people obviously say some good things and not so good things about Double Eagle. In my opinion, I quite like Double Eagle. It's a good brand. They make some good weapons. Now, I'm not completely sure, thinking about it, if this is the only 4 Double Eagle weapons we have. There may be more, but I've had some of my guns for that long that I can't remember, and I don't want to just bring a random gun down and say, oh, this is Double Eagle, and turns out it's not. I suppose I could check online if they're Double Eagle or not, but these 4, I'm certain, well, I know for definite are Double Eagle, so I can't get into any, anyone commenting saying, oh, that's not Double Eagle. They are. I know they're Double Eagle. This one is definitely Double Eagle. It's got the Double Eagle thing on it there. This one as well. Got the Double Eagle right there. However, these 2 don't, but I know they're Double Eagle. I still have the boxes for both of these, and, well, I still have the box for this one, sorry. I still have the instructions for that one. I keep all my instruction manuals, and obviously I've got the instruction manual for that one. It's got the Double Eagles on it. So I know that these 4, like I say, are definitely Double Eagle. I won't have anyone, well, if you do comment saying, oh, that's not Double Eagle, I'll prove you wrong, basically. Again, with the safety, I was going to talk about safety on this one. I've used this one quite a lot, and it still clicks into place. Switch it to fire, and it still stays in place. That's what I mean. Double Eagle make cheap weapons, but they're reliable and they work all the time. Most of the bad things I've seen about Double Eagle products, and people saying they break, is because they don't take care of their things. And I'm not saying, if you watch this and you've had a Double Eagle, bless you, cameraman sneezed. If you're watching this and you've had a Double Eagle product that's broken for a legitimate reason, this is obviously not aimed at you. But a lot of the time, people say, "Oh, I wanted a cheap BB gun or airsoft gun for messing around with in the back garden, and it broke." That is because a lot of people don't take care of the things. We tend to take care of our things. I mean, I've admitted that I dropped these a couple of times. That is through. It's not from not taking care of it. It's just holding it for a video or something and dropping it. I mean, you saw me throw the magazines. I didn't throw them onto anything hard. I threw them onto the couch. So, it's not going to hurt it. However, I'm not going to stand there and say, oh, they're really durable, and keep chucking it on the floor because the floor is hard. It makes sense not to do that. These magazines, I've dropped these a couple of times, or thrown them a couple of times. There was the video where Jacob set me a challenge. I had to fire off all the pellets out of all the guns as quick as I could, and obviously with this being the electric M4, I've got 2 magazines for this. To get rid of the magazine quickly, I took it out and chucked it on the floor. I mean, the floor at the time was a hard floor. I was outside, I chucked it on some mud, some hard mud, because it was quite dry. It was when we had some warm weather. But obviously I wouldn't continue doing that, because it's obvious that at some point that is going to break. It's only a plastic magazine, although it's built quite good. It is only plastic, and it's common sense that if you carry on chucking something quite fragile onto something hard, at some point it's going to break. So there's no point in them complaining, saying, oh, Double Eagle was crap, because their things break. Their things break because you don't take care, or you do something stupid a lot of times, like throwing a magazine on the floor. This magazine, I'm surprised it's still working and is still in one piece, because obviously, like I said, the SIG reloads like an AK. The front goes in first and then you clip the back. And the amount of times I've tried to do a tactical reload and ended up dropping this magazine because I've hit the magazine eject and the magazine's just gone flying way out of reach of my hand before I've been able to caught it, been able to catch it, sorry, and it's just hit the deck. So I am surprised that this one is still working and in one piece. The M14 magazine, sorry, I said in my airsoft collection video that is no longer here, and that is because I kept doing stupid things with it, like dropping it or throwing it on the floor, trying to do tactical reloads, and eventually it just smashed. It obliterated into a million pieces, and I had to chuck it in the bin, obviously. So the M14 has no magazine, it's now sort of an M1 Grand. Like I said, it's broken because I dropped it. It's got no cocking handle, and I admitted in my airsoft collection video, I dropped it, and the cocking handle fell off. That's because at the time, I didn't take care of my things that well. I was a lot younger. I was about 16, 17, and a gun was a gun to me. I mean, I had no weapon safety. I would walk around, like, in the garden, I'd cock the gun and then have my finger on the trigger, and, you know, and then I got my job doing you guys know what, that know what I do, and obviously got some weapon discipline. Keep your finger off the trigger at all times, treat every weapon like it's loaded. Anyway, I've sort of gone off subject there a little bit. But really, it's about looking after your things, and, you know, they don't break as easily if you take care. Excuse me, sorry. That is about it for this video. Like I say, not many negative things I've got to say about Double Eagle. They make some quality stuff. They, yeah, it is all just really good stuff. Now I'm going to do what everyone does in a typical airsoft gun video, when I'm talking about durability and reliability, and I'm going to tap that because it's solid, and I want you all to know. I see a lot of people complain about that kind of thing in videos because, oh, why does everyone do a review and then tap a gun to show that it's reliable and it's durable? But you've got to give it that tap of approval. You know, everyone wants to see how durable that plastic is. So you've got to give it a love tap, a little seal of approval. Tell it that it's a good gun. You're beautiful. See? They've all got the tap of approval. People are going to take the piss out of this video. Oh, you have toys. Oh, they're double eagle. They're cheap. They're nasty. I'm going to point out another thing right now, and this video is not sponsored by Double Eagle or BB Guns for Less, but just reminded myself quickly, the same person that asked me what brand the guns are, and the majority, because I've only got, like, all my guns are from random places, and obviously I have 4 Double Eagle, well, 3 Double Eagle, 3 of them are mine, and 1 of them's not. He asked me, A, who makes them, and B, where I get them from. These are all bought off a market that I know. This one, however, because he asked where I got this one from specifically, because it's electric and everything, this one is from BB Guns for Less. I personally didn't buy it. It was bought for me as a gift. And it was about £75, £76, and that was because it came with a laser sight kit and a spare magazine. Obviously there was postage and stuff involved as well, so, but like I say, I didn't personally buy it. It was bought for me as a gift. That's going to be the end of that video anyway, guys, so take care, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.